15 million people have voted for me in the presidential elections. Well, this could be rendered 30 million in the short term. And this is doable. This is what I'm going to strive for. The second thing is, distinguished Erdogan, Mr. Erdogan, please, from now on, from today on, do not act as the president of AK Party. Be the president of 81 million, be the president of everyone. That's my slogan, that's my motto. I strongly urge you to use that. The president of everyone. So you are now the president of everyone, all of us. Let's put an end to this tension. Embrace everyone. Well, if I had been selected, that's what I would do. Well, I was going to come to the headquarters of AK Party. I would have a cup of tea with you. I was going to embrace everyone, including the members of and supporters of AK Party. This is what we expect from AK Party and distinguished Erdogan as well. Dear press members, the democracy and today and tomorrow will be deeply affected by these elections. Well, these elections, from the day it was announced until the time the results were announced, was not just with everything. So there has been blood which was shed on the elections. What happened in Suruç and Erzurum, unfortunately, simply recorded these elections in the history with bloodshed on that. Well, I would like to simply ask for mercy from Allah for those who simply lost their lives, and I would like to simply offer my condolences to their family members and relatives. There are a few things which have to be explained. Well, in the previous referendum on the 16th of April, there was this two blocks, yes and no, and the no block received fewer votes compared to the those which were received on the 16th of April. This actually begged to be answered. There were many unlawful activities in the ballot boxes, and those who were in charge simply did their best to fight vis-à-vis these problems. They had every piece of determination to fight against these unlawful activities. I would like to congratulate them and thank them very much on behalf of myself and on behalf of my country. Well, normally you have to get the real-time and vect signatures in the elections, also signed by the designated officials. And for us, these are the numbers which are indicating the real numbers and the real results of the elections. And when we look at the numbers which were given by YSK, the Supreme Elections Committee, and our colleagues or our members have given, there are not significant differences, which are not making any change in the overall result. That means that I am accepting the elections result. Well, of course, what happened before in the aftermath of elections, there are many things to say. So first of all, we have to say that from today on there is a new regime, and that is posing a huge danger for Turkey, the state and the party. Actually, one single person is in charge of the judge, the judicial system, the electorate system. So, all the three executive functions are going to be under his designated mandate, and this is a big threat. Well, unfortunately, collectively, we're going to pay the price. Turkey has simply cut off its connection with the democratic values. For 143 years, there have been fluctuations in terms of the relationships with the democratic values, and now they have been cut off. And unfortunately, it has been understood that we are going to be away from such values for some time. The factors which are posing a threat to the social peace are going to be at play. So it is completely a single-man regime, and it's going to be, there is no mechanism vis-à-vis the arbitrariness and arrogance And whatever the situation is, we will continue struggling and being one with our nation and people. All throughout these elections, out of every 3 citizens, we got the approval of 1 person, and as a person who was able to do so, I'm going to simply continue my struggle in terms of receiving the appreciation of everyone. There was this excitement, belief, this urge to be one and in unity has triggered a very strong movement, and it will continue to do so. So now what I have to do is to simply follow up what I had promised, and this excitement, this belief should be simply growing, and we should pursue that all together. Turkey, with Recep Tayyip Erdogan and his staff and his executive approach cannot be simply the environment or the media in which Turkey could simply sustain its life. And it is against the nature of things to simply follow what we're doing and expecting different results. In the future, we have to be very carefully evaluating what the future will bring us, and we will continue embracing our public. But personally, for my party, who has appointed me, and for all of our voters, we have many lessons to take. Well, we know that everything which is done somehow could have some shortcomings, which means that we have to simply complete and amend those mistakes. There could be mistakes in everything. So this is up to us to simply remedy our mistakes. We have to strengthen the belief in us. We have to eliminate the lack of trust in us. Turkey, until Turkey becomes everyone's Turkey, our struggle will continue. All throughout that time, we have to trust one another. This is going to be our biggest strength. As long as we trust one another, we can achieve many things, and we can do many more things, which was shown by the elections as well. For the future of our country, you have some concerns, and we have to simply feel them more compared to yesterday. In order to win our future, we have to be next to one another, and we have to keeping those concerns, carrying those concerns. My agenda is Turkey, and it has to be that way for everyone. Our agenda should be Turkey. 15 million voters have put their trust in me, and they voted for me. And out of those 15 million, I know that the majority, or the youth, has actually a lot of share to play. Well, rather than 60-day or 100-day campaign, we are going to prolong the duration. As long as you have your trust in me, I'm going to simply continue and pursue my struggle. In this 50-day campaign, in Ramadan month, on those warm and very hot days, in those squares, distinguished citizens who have not left me alone, are young people who simply put up our flags, our women who simply distributed our leaflets, distinguished press members who have followed us everywhere, the security guards who have made sure that we were safe and sound. And in those times, while they were putting their babies to sleep, the mothers whose babies we have simply woken up because of their campaign songs, those who have been irritated with our, visually irritated by our flags and everything, I would like to apologize to you, but with the same determination, I would like to, in front of everyone, I would like to tell you that I will keep on working just like with the previous determination. Thank you so much.